Okay, Music Publishing Part 1, Section 5. We're going to talk about synchronization rights. Describe what a synchronization means. This is a license to use music in timed synchronization with visual images. Are fees standardized? No. Let's look at some motion picture sync fees. A major studio will pay 15,000 to over 150,000. I'm sorry, 15,000 to over 100,000. For a main title, it could be anywhere from 75,000 to 400,000, and end titles can be from 35,000 to 250,000. But once again, they're not standardized. TV synchronization rights. What is the duration normally? Used to be limited to a time period, but now it's in perpetuity. It includes the rights to all media now or hereafter known, so allows for any new inventions that come up. The rates are run from 15,000 to 50,000 for a TV sync. Now we talk about in context versus out of context uses, and it's 10% of the sync fee. Now, in context uses pays less than out of context uses, since for those uses, they're just pulling something from the film or television and using it in the exact way in the ad and trailers. Out of context means they're changing it from the use of which it appeared in its original form. Out of context use is 25,000 to 100,000, and so that they'll pay more for that because they have to change it. What does most favored nations mean, or MFN? Everyone is paid the same rate. This is a common terminology that appears in a lot of contracts. It's a way for someone who signs a contract that's going to involve a lot of different people that no one gets paid more than they do. Commercials synchronization rights. It's anywhere from 50,000 to six-figure per year for national usage. Major songs can earn over $1 million. Uses for the US for television and radio. And there are additional fees paid if it's used in foreign countries as well. Video game synchronization rights, up to 15,000 to 20,000 for a major hit. Normal rates are 8,000 to 10,000. Another 30,000 to 100,000 if it's used in a commercial. There are no royalties except for music-based games. All right, electronic transmissions. What are the types of electronic transmissions? So we have digital downloads, we have ringtones, we have webcasting, and we have streaming subscription services, as well as podcasting. What is it? Is it a mechanical or is it a performance? In the US, a permanent download is treated just like a CD sale, as you know. What is non-interactive radio and an example? Well, non-interactive radio, someone else is deciding what you hear, for example, Pandora. And how are royalties treated for this? It's treated as a performance since it's just like radio, and radio pays performance income. What is interactive radio and an example? In this case, you're deciding what you hear. For example, Spotify or Apple Music or Tidal or Napster. And how are royalties treated for this? Before the rate is a greater of 13.3% of subscription fees paid by the consumer, or if the service is advertising supported, 13.3% of gross advertising revenues, not to exceed 24.1% of total content costs, TCC. And there's a sliding scale that's increasing every year. How does Europe treat electronic transmission? Well, they say that 25% is a download, of the download is a performance, and 75% is a mechanical. But for streaming, they say 75% of a download is performance and 25% is streaming. The argument is that in order for it to play on the streaming service, a copy has to be made to put it on that, so there is a mechanical reproduction. But this is how Europe treats it. How is iTunes treated? iTunes, which is a download, is a full mechanical, no performance. All right, of course that's being phased out and we're now into Apple Music, but that was the first digital platform there. Okay, bundled services. You have mixed service bundle, for example, a locker service. It's limited interactive service or downloads or ringtones, combined with a non-music product such as a mobile phone, consumer electronics, or internet service. It's 13.3% of the service revenue or 24.1% of TCC. Then you have music bundles and all-in rates, including the producer's fee or any engineers that may get royalties. Once again, 13.3% of the service revenue or 24.1% of TCC. And that will stop for now. End of section 5.